Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. A new era begins here in Indy as the Jags and Colts are underway to begin the new season. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Right there, hurt. Ready?
Off play action, Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. But Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. While Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Fielded at about the 28. Runs over him. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10 at their 38. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They go play action with Lawrence. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a second and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Check, Bobcat. 19 Lions. Dragon 60. Go.
Play action. Now Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football. Look up. Oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, here's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is taken at the 10. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Colts pick it up. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play it out loud.
Yo. I didn't know my shit was muted. I'm crying.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory.
Nah, I was saying yo, but you ain't saying nothing back, so I thought you wouldn't hear shit. Now I looked down at my controller and I saw that the mute button was yellow.
Just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper.
Fumbled this fucking football.
For a few years there, we thought this read option play was
Trevor
going to take over
Lawrence.
the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people were worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Oh, Braden, he's out here. But he can't get his shit right yet on P5, so
Another
he
zone
should be
defense. It
on.
looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty
They need to
simple.
score.
Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Gay's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there. Force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Somebody got
Decision
you.
to bring it out ends up not being a good one.
He
Costs him about
probably
5
ain't gonna
yards as
take
he's
his shit
tackled at the
ass,
20.
you know how that goes.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hit the crowd of goats. First, do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Lions.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh, he got no hands.
Nearly trouble, but it's in.
I just do some bum shit. This nigga ain't even catch it though. I'll take it. Bring your fucking low over ass off. In the game, bro. Let's go.
The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball.
Look at you.
Every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to.
He's a ladder. Can
You just
you?
act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. That one good for 37 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Etienne is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Sitting here, fucking 0 points. 2 minutes left in the fucking first half. Like, I'm a fucking bum or something. And this nigga just does that? Are you serious, bro? I love this game.
Quite a bit on this drive, and finally, I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on it, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Andy Isabella, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
I can't believe I only got 7
The Colts
points
come
in
to
the
the
first
line
half.
ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They go play action with Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Richardson looking to throw this. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't
He was throwing a whole
connect.
bunch of throws I shouldn't be
Trying to
throwing
get
this
that one to
game.
his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but
Nah,
as of
I'm
yet,
up, bro.
unable to successfully complete one.
This game's
But you
so
know, there's
close
usually
because
a nice
I'm
comfort zone and
honestly
throw it to
playing
the
like a
tight
fucking
end.
idiot.
Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
7-3.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Yeah.
Flushed out right.
Are they gonna put his shoes on?
This is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will get
Right.
out of bounds at the 2-yard
Go
line.
pick it up.
CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready up.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hurt. Right there, right there.
Pierce in motion left. Richardson shotgun on third down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick six in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mustang 19.
Richardson looking to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Working with a 2nd and 3. Richardson off the play fake. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now Richardson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman
likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the 2nd half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
On theirs? Oh, yeah. If it's 4th and 3 or less, yeah, on their shit. I think it's under the 35.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
I don't give a fuck if it was in a snapping for that shit.
Middle of the end zone.
Fuck out of here.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his right. He'll air this one out for Kirk toward the right side line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
Oh, that was ass.
Back lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I'm the fucking,
No gain on
I'm
that
some
one
shit for that.
up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's
terrible.
NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Let's go,
And this will be
Calvin.
caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence.
I didn't think he was going to catch up, honestly.
Drive killer there. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Took a chance.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week to try and take away the run game. Make them one.
Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there.
Yeah, nobody
28
get by him.
yards. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by
Dang,
Gay.
deep dash.
Good. And
Oh,
makes
I'm
the
like,
score 21-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And Etienne going to have a Jags first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 1st down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. On the move past the 40 and all the way down to the 33-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Lawrence will throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I can't
Here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes. And a
touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though.
This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big pickup of 38. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
8 rushes for -3 yards is
Watching that
wild.
play unfold and watching him complete it,
Yeah.
brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue.
I'm trying, it's just not working.
He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right
man.
there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence.
Come on, Trevor. Add some zip to that motherfucker, man. I don't know, man. They ain't even hit that
The
bitch.
Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Nigga Trevor, man. Nah, them first couple picks, I was throwing some real dumb shit in that
Where
first
we
half.
stand right now in the 4th quarter.
Who
This
put the
pretty
game?
much
You
out
put
of
the
reach.
game
And Charles,
already?
I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. That his
Give me
pass is
that back.
intercepted for the 4th time
Ooh.
today.
Give me
Greedy
that
Williams
back.
picks it off. And he'll get this back
Who?
to the
Your man's
32-yard
quit?
line.
Whoever you was playing?
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't
Oh,
shake
man,
his confidence.
that's week
but
1.
That confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff,
Oh, I got a run
worked out
finally.
very hard about getting him
Oh,
out
I'm
and
positive
trying
in
to
running
get another
yards.
day.
And he'll go down here at
9
the 12-yard
rushes for
line.
17 yards.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way.
Watch
In the
out.
game of football, you run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. And his pass is
I'm over
intercepted
it.
for the 4th time today.
I'm over it. Trevor Lawrence on the block.
They'll start at their own 7.
4
The
INTs
offense
in the
at
first
line
game. I'm
and
over
set to
it.
go. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ah, fuck.
2nd and 10. Back to the air with Richardson. This pass reeled in by Hull. He's got space past the 25. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 74 yards.
Yo,
And the
Val,
Colts
take Trevor
have got
Lawrence.
it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Send Kyler.
Extra point by Gay is up and good.
Who, Trevor?
It's down to a
Nah, I fuck with Trevor. He just threw 4 picks in the game.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble.
Yeah, Trevor.
Could have been trouble. Remember earlier
Trevor
in this
Lawrence
game,
definitely
he
owes
lost a fumble. This time it hit the deck, but he got it back.
Yeah, do you think he's breathing a
Oh,
monster sigh of
man.
relief right now? Could you imagine losing 2 in the same game and how that would affect you moving forward? Well, for him, high and tight, just like a good haircut. Never go wrong that way. Hold that football.
Gotta be.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
No, I'm just.
And that false start penalty
man,
certainly
let's
not
stop the
helping
clock.
their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Jaguars, hey, you get a
This
win,
nigga threw
you
4
get it on
picks,
the road. You can't
or is
ask
it
for
5?
much more
Which
than
one?
that to start the year.
Yeah, he
and
threw
they
4
will head
picks.
back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they obviously fall to 0-1
He got 4 picks and a
with the
fumble.
defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
DJ Turner. He had 4 picks. Too. Greedy Williams. Mm-hmm. Calvin Ridley 154 yards. Christian Kirk 107.
If you won game of the week, send me or Will your points. If you don't send them to me before we advance, them shits is not getting done. I don't care about none of that.
What the fuck is it? The game of the week points. I was one of them. I don't know who else. I didn't vote on any. What the fuck is mine at? think. I don't even know, to be honest. He was crying. What, in your inbox? J.C. Jackson got cut. Anthony Schwartz got cut. Ooh, the Browns lost a fucking speedster. Wolf Matty Matty. Yeah, J.C. got cut.
Yes, sir. I ain't gonna lie, your boy kind of added you to a bad situation. I'll pull him to the side and talk to him about that.
Yo, what's up, Ty? How come you haven't got on Warzone with me, man? I guess so. I doubt he gonna let that. Mm.
I'm saying I start opening niggas' messages early, man. I lose them bitches and niggas won't never get their points.
Yeah. I'm bored. So if you wanted to play the Xbox, you could bring it over here. I don't know what you just said. But with the HDMI, it's all the way in the back, so just like pull it, but just like try to tug, you know, the little tug on it just to get it out. Bitch ass nigga. Nigga, my ass beat when I was a fucking Bears. Yo, why does this look mad funny, bro? It's, why does that picture look mad funny, though? That nigga.
But now that New York snow thing
You said the New York snow is different?
yeah, but it's because like it gets all mushy and shit. Like, there be big ass hills just on the side, but they have no respect for the people who have to walk. Got us climbing over fucking big ass hills of snow at 8 in the morning. I'm trying to get to school.
Nigga said they just pour mad hills of snow like they got no respect for the people who gotta walk. Oh shit. That sounds like some New York shit, I'll tell you. That's fucking hilarious, actually.
They even have that shit in the city, bro. Come on, son. It's already hard as shit to walk in the city because it's mad at us. Now you got obstacle courses and shit in the fucking sidewalk. I'm trying to go to Toys R Us.
Toys R Us. The Toys R Us was over there was lit.
Bro, they had some big ass dinosaur, like some
Wasn't that shit like 3 floors?
lifesteal, bro. I had a Barbie house in that bitch.
I remember I went to that shit one time.
A Ferris wheel.
One time, I was like, shit, I was young. That's when my daddy was still around.
Where?
Nah, no cap, bro. I said the Toys R Us in New York. That shit was like 3 floors.
Yeah. They had like a Ferris wheel.
Nah, that shit was tough.
Yeah.
Did I die already?
What a time to be a fucking kid.
I don't think I ever went on the Ferris wheel.
I never went on that Ferris wheel. Not on that. You never went on any Ferris wheel?
I have, but I'm
Oh.
scared of heights, so never again.
You sound like a pussy. I'm afraid of heights.
That's the last thing I need
If
to fall
it's
out
not a
of
plane, there ain't
Ferris
nothing to be
wheel,
scared about.
nah.
To be stuck on a Ferris wheel? How you gonna fall off the Ferris wheel?
I've been to only Ferris wheel I've been on is at a carnival.
Shawty said a
I'll dead
carnival.
go up there and pass out from a whole anxiety attack.
What are you playing, Matt?
Am I? Oh, missed it.
Here.
Yo, what's the word, Val? Let's play some Jump Force. That shit ain't weird, nigga. Don't say that again. I hope you understood that shit, because I meant it. You lying, bro. Niggas just be fucking lying on here. Muffled. So you playing that game? Yo, nah, him and Riley were wild into that shit earlier.
This is fun as hell for no reason.
Nah, that shit is really interesting to watch, though. Watching y'all play is funny as fuck. No. 6-0 for 250 sounds like fentanyl. What? I would be like, send me a picture of that shit, bro. That shit about to have mad stems and seeds and bugs.
Yeah, drop him. What the?
I be wanting to go play Halo Online, honestly. I be just on my PlayStation now. After like a week or two, my Madden hype will die down just a little bit. can't believe we're so ass. I was playing with it, so it's not that bad. Our defense is good. I like our defense. It's our offense, bro. That shit. Yeah, bro. Stop disrespecting us, bro. Please. I already deal with enough. I be wanting to play with the Saints online. I wonder if Derek Carr's ass. Like, that's a good question. I don't know. I'm about to look now. Nah, I'm in the 40s or 50s. I think 40s. Yeah, 47 and 6. Yeah. 3,500. I wish. Niggas in top 100 don't even be like. It should be blowing mine, bro. Like, nigga, let me look at the top 100 right now, bro. Because that should be pissing me off, bro. Like, I don't think I should be top 100, but I think I should definitely be, like, top 25 right now. Top 1,000. Like, this is top 100. Number one nigga at Madden. You see, that's a little bit more reasonable. 416 and 12. These numbers was not like this the last time I looked. Alright, this is somebody's 215 and 4. YouTube DJ. Who the fuck is YouTube DJ? You on a 2-game losing streak, pal. Somebody 188 and 2. Dude's on a 172 game winning streak. And I thought my 20 game winning streak was something. What if I know? I don't know none of these people. Like, you would think the niggas who do that shit, well, maybe they do stream, I just don't know who the fuck they are. Bills Mafia 893, I feel like I know who that is. Or heard that name or something. This nigga gotta let me know if you trying to run or not, man. Kaylin, are you dropping shit? In a different league. We're on the Steelers. About to play an online game while I wait for this nigga to hit me up. Who should I play with? I was going to the one time, and then I didn't. Your man's got his X Factor, I saw though. Dexter. Did he? I just remember there was one point you was like, why this nigga don't got his X Factor? I forgot where. It was probably in the league that niggas in now.
It's the NFL
Oh,
on
you
EA
mopping.
Sports as we are in the inner
at
harbor
you.
of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have
You should
opted
roll
for
up
the
and then take a
touchback.
shower.
No, I'm gonna take a shower.
Actually, yeah, do that because then this nigga might
So
hit
they
me.
can break it up. Are you playing the game?
Yeah, we're both playing games.
Nothing is.
My controller's dying here.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Here we go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now they go play action now. Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
On one, ready?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. He will find his man Chase complete. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 30 yards. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We changed it.
Jackson. Dancing to his left. That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
Come on, Taylor Britt.
Go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
It's a catch that we usually do.
Here's Jackson to throw. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
There he goes left side. He's still on his feet. T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins. 77 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because
hey, you're online.
throw the ball on 2nd down.
I'm so proud of you, actually.
And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the 1st down. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Ooh.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get
This
going.
shit probably dead,
And with
isn't
a
it?
2-score lead
This shit
already,
probably
they may
dead.
just look to get this thing to the locker
So
room.
fucking.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the
Like
break.
that L.
Give me a second.
Fuck that hookah.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the
Fucking
booth,
make
ready
another
for
head after this
quarter
L.
number 3.
Fucking make another head after that L or something.
Make it a what?
Another head after the
Bengals
L or
set to receive.
something.
They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
I want my blunt show tonight.
The
Yeah, I don't
Cincy
even have to do
offense
shit
about
tomorrow.
ready to go here on their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Short throw to Smith. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. first down. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
I'm so sorry for
So after
that.
the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 down at the 31. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Play action. It's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal
Just should not
line.
have done that.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now Jackson on second down, eluding the pressure right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
No, we changed it.
To throw again is Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh,
OBJ is not burning him.
Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 45 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth.
Excuse me.
On one, ready?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On third down, Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. Here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. They will get back
what the fuck was that, man?
As he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, he's got him in, complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. 34 yards the gain that time, another 1st down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Gesundheit.
This is 1st and 10.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, report! Report!
Jackson. Flush to his right. Into the hands of Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end. But this one falls incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He completes it to Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. He'll clock it one-on-one.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up a section of every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To the air again, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Quickly to the air is Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Burrow on play action. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Under pressure, they got him again. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on 1st down. Cook And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. 18 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now Burrow changing the look. On 2nd and goal, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Finding room at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, Cook. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Now it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On second down, here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rodgers now on first down. The 20. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 28. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They go play action with Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out So many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, 28 yards. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disrupt. And now off to the races, down the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are back within a score. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. Now they go play action now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Again, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. That's into a crowd and
What
intercepted.
a fucking
Adrian
loser.
Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The running there is Cook, but no lane to be found as they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And this will be caught.
That Conklin nigga is killing shit.
Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin.
Can you light the bong and then roll a blunt for my last blunt for my
And the
Madden
Jets
game?
have taken a fourth quarter lead.
I got one last league game and then I'm going to bed after.
Zerline good with a PAT.
Can you light the
And that will
bong
make
and then
this
after the
a
bong, can you roll a
4-point
blunt for my
game.
league game? What you laughing for?
Morstead out now following the
What is that?
touchdown to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it
This
out.
sounds
not a
weird,
good one,
right?
As he's tackled at the 15.
Huh?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead.
I don't know
in the
any of my
title.
receivers right there. What
A
the
throw
fuck?
there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Forced out to his left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Mixon with a first down carry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Burrow on play action. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
I don't know what you said.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Burrow.
Are you fucking kidding me?
If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Wide open. You dropped that shit, bro? What the fuck?
To keep this one going, and I think
It's
for
skill
you and
for
me,
what?
let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Flushed out right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the 1st. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 6 coming up. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
I didn't
Down to
want to do
the
that.
25. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. It completes it to Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2nd down, goal to go. Throwing, Burrow.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
Excuse me.
He's got it, and this is indeed
See you
up
later.
to a 3-point lead.
Alright. How can you fuck this up, Peter? What you said?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. One final try now for Rodgers. Rodgers.
Wow.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team
Come on, miss
relaxed
this
too.
field goal. Miss this field goal, buddy. Just miss this field goal, please, man.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw
He's an
it.
idiot. Nigga did a fake
And all
field
the
goal
gamble
from the
fails. It's
32
incomplete.
to lose the
Well,
game.
Charles, I know you have a
When he
lot of
intercepted
questions,
and
so
threw
do
it.
I, about the decision there
What
at
a
the
fucking
end. They had the
loser.
potential game-time field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they lose the game.
I'm fucking tired of shit. About to lose this fucking game because I'm high as hell. About to get even more high. But I'm tired. Had some fucking beers and wine. And I'm the fucking Steelers. Yeah, they gave this nigga Dante Johnson a superstar, bro. That's terrible. Like, that's terrible as fuck. Like, when I played with them, because I remember I got them in, so I was like, alright, I'm about to play online, like, with these niggas. Fix my depth chart. It didn't say it in the depth chart. But then I got in the game, so then I got a superstar. I said, what? It's lit, I guess, since I'm using them. But what the fuck? That's terrible. Nigga had, like, what? A touchdown last year, or two, maybe? Oh, man.
Can you pass me? Can you pass me the other pack of rags?
What you said?
The other pack of rags, please.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The second of two games tonight. It's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up week 2. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 31-yard line. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Pickett. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. 19 yards there on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. You look at this Steeler defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. Still going. He's into space past the 25. And finally taken down at the 15. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difference.
Touchdown, Browns! Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Browns are able to add on to that lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Now a first down carry for Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Myles Garrett, the all-pro defensive end, there on the stop. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job.
But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Powers through him. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Pickett back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off-tackle run here for Nick Chubb. Down the right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here's Pickett. His throw incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And the Steelers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. Pickett will look to throw it here. Flushed out right. Here's Freiermuth again. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pickett sets up play action. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Flush to his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Who wants my jersey?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as his...
It got his man complete. 36 yards on the play.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pickett. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To the air on first down with Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. After the interception, here's Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And quickly they get to the line. A give running right is Chubb. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Now it's Peterson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Into space at the 45. He's on his way across midfield. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Back to throw. Pickett. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Peterson. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A run for Nick Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. To throw is Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Chubb. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Watson now to throw. Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on fourth down, but they're going once more.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now Pickett.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Now look out. To the 20.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point now by Boswell. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing it.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's on his way. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. York on now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One final shot for Pickett. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.